Welcome to the fish tank.
Hey everybody, Fishman here. Before I get started, I would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, and I hope that life is treating everybody well. Also, I would like to extend my best wishes for the upcoming New Year. It's coming up on us very quickly. This viewer request comes from Just My Fish. I will leave a link below to the channel, and definitely go check them out. They have a great channel, and this viewer request is all about, can you freeze microworms? And I'm sure it's not just to see, microworms being tortured and all that sort of stuff. In northern climates here, a good half the year, you at least risk the chance that if you're going to mail microworms, they're going to encounter at some point some sort of freezing environment, and can they survive that? Which is actually kind of cool, because that would definitely eliminates well, sorry, what I should say is, should double the amount of time that you would be able to mail these to people. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pack them all up same way as last time, except I'm going to do a little extra layer, and I'm going to stick them straight into the freezer, and then I'm going to pull them out 24 hours, the routine. Every day I'm going to reculture them and see if they're going to grow, or thrive, or at least have a few survive, so that I can see some activity. And if that's the case, then this is viable. Now, if you remember from the previous experiment for the drying, I'm going to do the exact same thing, because that seemed to stimulate them to grow quickly. So I'm just going to use some yeast water here. The concentration is irrelevant. You can make it thicker or thinner, it doesn't matter. It's just a way of moistening the bread. And in this case, taking this rather frozen and solid piece of blue shop towel and getting it as moist and thawed as quickly as possible. Now, technically, I'm not sure if drying them would be better first, or putting them straight in the freezer would be first. You can see how solid that is. But this is the approach I chose, because it would be the easiest for shipping, because all you'd have to do is stick the shop towel in the microworms, and then let them climb all over it for a day, and then pack them up and send them off. So all I'm going to do here is just rehydrate them, make sure there's plenty of moisture in there, and then I'm going to set this aside where all my other microworm cultures are, and we'll leave it for 24 hours and see what comes out of it. There you go, a little bit of moisture in the bottom, and that's as simple as that. So here we are, 24 hours later. Now, if you remember from the drying ones, at this point there was a ton of activity. You didn't have to look for it. I don't really see any here. That doesn't mean there isn't a few worms in there somewhere wiggling around and surviving, but it's not exactly teeming. So I'm going to peel back the extra layers, just to get down to the core where you can see the original blue towel there. And unfortunately, even at this point, I don't see anything. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to leave this one to stand for another... Here's my improvised microscope. I have a magnifying glass, and I just refocus it all so I can get an extra little bit of magnification. Unfortunately, it didn't help any at all anyway. I still don't see any activity. And as I said, I'm going to stick this aside to incubate for, until I'm 100% sure there's nothing going on in it, or it comes back to life. So what I'm going to do now is go another 24 hours ahead. This is 2 days in the freezer now, and I'm going to rehydrate this just like the other one. And then what we're going to do is go to another day later. So we'll have one at 48 hours and this one here at 24 hours, and we'll see if we see any activity. And the answer is no. I think we finally found the Achilles heel for these little nematodes. They don't seem to survive. If anyone really wants to give this a real-world trial, I'll leave my email below, and we can give it a go. If it works, fine. If not, what I'll probably do in the spring is try a real-world one with just drying, and we'll see how that goes. So anyway, if you like this style of video, please like and or subscribe. And like I said, have a Merry Christmas. I hope y'all didn't eat too much, because I know I'm going to probably have to, diet a bit myself in the new year. And this is the 24 hours, 2 days in the freezer, still no activity. So anyway, like I said, my best wishes to everybody, and thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.